Hey everybody, how's it going? Before we get into the actual video, I'd like to give a congratulations to Droxy TV for being the winner of the Xbox Series S giveaway. The giveaway ran through the month of June 2021, and he actually received the Xbox back in July, and he sent me this video right here. We'll get to the video right after that.
Yo, Doc, thank you so much for the Xbox, man. Really appreciate it, bro. You're awesome.
What's up guys, I'm DocValentino. This is my gaming channel. Sometimes that is unboxing tech, sometimes that's gameplay, sometimes that's a tutorial on how to set up things for a stream. If it has to do with gaming in any way, I'm all about it. But today what we have is a Samsung Odyssey G9 32:9 ratio monitor, 1440p, 1 millisecond response time, 240 hertz refresh rate, taking a look at how the Xbox Series X works on it, how it displays, what it looks like, does it stretch, does it not, does an FOV slider fix that if the game has that option like Battlefield 5 or Cold War. We'll be taking a look at Battlefield 5 today and showing you guys just what that looks like in multiple aspect ratios. So maybe you're looking at a 21:9 ultra wide rather than the super ultra wide 32:9. Either way, in this video, we're gonna go ahead and show you what that FOV looks like whenever you change it from a 70-degree aspect to a 120-degree aspect, and what that looks like, you know, ADSing down a scope or when you're running around or something like that. So let's go take a look at that. I would really love if you'd like this video and subscribe to the channel. I am small, but I am growing and I love doing this. So I love any support that I could get. Go ahead if you're gonna buy something or if you're interested in this monitor, go ahead and click down below. It is not cheap at all, and it seems to be more expensive than it was. But I have Amazon affiliate links to it, and if you navigate to Amazon to look at the price of this monitor and then you go and buy something else on Amazon, it will still give a commission to me, and I would really appreciate that because I want to keep bringing content, and just I can do that better if I had money, because I have to buy things because they don't send them to me, and that's how that works. All right, since I have the Xbox Series X going right into the back of this monitor, I don't have an actual screen capture footage through the capture card because it does mess with the display options in the Xbox. We'll just have the camera here behind me and you'll be able to see what this looks like. So in display options, you have multiple things you can choose from here. It looks like it was automatically detected at 1440p, but for some reason it's allowing me to select 4K, even though this monitor is not a 4K monitor. I am going to just leave it on 1440p for the display. Okay, and for this test, we're going to be using Battlefield 5 because it does have an FOV slider, and I think Cold War also has an FOV slider for consoles. As of right now, there aren't very many games that support a field of view slider on console. So what we have here is the full 32:9 ratio with the stretching across the entire monitor. You can see the differences here. If I go into the menu with the button down here at the bottom, you go up to the top, select game, and then go down to screen size. Right now it's set to wide. That's basically to fill the entire screen. So we will go down, we'll go all the way down to the bottom. This is basically two 27-inch monitors side by side. But we'll step it down. We'll go to the 21:9 ratio right here. And you can take a look at what that looks like. Actually doesn't look too bad. But then we'll go ahead in and we'll set that down to basically a 27-inch monitor at a 16:9 ratio. So this is basically what the game's supposed to look like. All right, let's grab a rifle with a scope on it. Okay, because this is the way you can see it the best. Okay, so we'll just stand right here. We'll take a look at this pole. And you can see what that circle looks like. And what I'll do is I'll hold this down and then we'll switch ratios. So we'll go ahead over to here. We'll go down to the 16:9. We'll change that to the 21:9. You can see how it stretches it out. The circle gets a little bit wider, but it doesn't look all that bad. You can probably deal with it. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and we'll switch that to fill out the entire screen. And now you can see that it's really stretching that, and it looks kind of bad. And let me get rid of this. So yeah, it doesn't look all that great. Looks like you run around really slow and whatever. That's just the aspect ratio that is default on the game. Okay, let's go to the settings. This again is Battlefield 5. We're gonna go ahead in here and we'll check out the field of view. Okay, and the default setting is 55. Now I don't know why it says 55 and it doesn't just give you the degrees. This is a 70-degree field of view, which it shows you over here on the right-hand side. Now you can raise that up all the way to a setting of 105, which is a horizontal field of view of 120 degrees. This is the typical range of most first-person shooters on PC when you can adjust the field of view. Okay, and as I do that, you can see that it, zooms in and out, basically, is what it looks like. But we'll take a look here and see what it looks like aiming down the scope, if that rectifies that stretching at all. No, it doesn't. So whenever you're ADSing down a scope, it's very noticeable. But when you run around, it does look a lot better than the 70-degree field of view. It's actually not that bad when you're running around, but when you do aim at your enemies and stuff, and your enemies in general, and the closer you get to them, the more it's gonna look stretched, right? And you could see like this barrel, for instance, on the right-hand side of the screen. See how it just stretches it out at the edge of the screen? Really bad. It just really distorts it. You almost get a little bit of a fisheye effect going on. But let's go ahead and take a look here. So basically what we'll do is we'll step this back down through the ratios. So you can see this here at the 32:9. We will go ahead down and switch this, maybe. We'll go ahead down and switch this to 21:9. Now you can see in comparison to that one, it looks so much better in the 21:9 ratio monitor aspect. So if you're looking to buy a monitor specifically to game on, and you want something that's a little bit more for the future, if you plan on PC gaming in the future and you want that 21:9 ratio, that's probably a better way to go than the 32:9 ratio, unless you want to use it as two monitors. Again, the 32:9 ratio, the Samsung Odyssey G9, and there's a new version out, the Samsung Odyssey Neo, they actually take two inputs. So when you think about the price of it, and this does go down to a 1 millisecond response time, 240 hertz. Now with that said, on the console, if I go here to my settings, it does not let me change the refresh rate. It is ghosted out. For whatever reason, I don't know what that is. I'm guessing that's because that's what the console will put out to this monitor for this particular game. But when I am on PC, I can change that to whatever refresh rate I would like, from 60 up to 240. Okay, so back to this, we're gonna go ahead and step this back down all the way to the 16:9 ratio. From looking at the super ultra wide 32:9 ratio back down to this, it actually looks like it's squeezing it down too much. So it's all in perspective of what you're dealing with and what you see. This is the FOV, still at 120 degrees. And you can see when you run around, it looks like you're moving much faster than we were at the beginning. That's a big reason why when you're watching streamers and stuff like that, they're playing on PC and they have their field of view set up, it looks like they're running so much faster than everybody else, but we can clearly test that they're not. I'll stand here and I'll just run straight over to those barrels. So I'm backed all the way up to this sign, and we'll go to those barrels. 1, 2, 3, 4.5 seconds or so. Okay, and then we'll change the field of view in game back to the default of 70 degrees, which was a setting of 55, and we'll run back to that sign. But look how much closer that sign looks, but we're gonna run to it so much slower, or so it seems. 1, 2, 3, 4.5 seconds. So, it's just all in perspective. All right, that about wraps it up for that. Hopefully you were able to get what you wanted out of this video. Hopefully it was able to help some of you on what your console is going to look like if you decide to invest the money in something like this. If you PC game too, then this is great. You can do all kinds of things with it. You could use it as two monitors. You can use it as one big monitor. You can put multiple windows side by side, and everything looks fantastic. It's pretty cool. Again, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. Do it. I just do it, please. Catch you guys on the next one. What we got? We got 2 squads, 4 people, 3 on 1.
8 station mark.
Is that what I'm seeing?
Yeah.
There he is. He's on the roof. On the roof. Get Kel back. He's on that roof.
Yes.
Safe zone is over there.
All right.
Go.
I see him. I see him.
He's still on the roof.
Yes, he is.
C4.
He's going inside.
He's broke. He's broke.
He's dead. Boom!
Yeah.
Man, you broke your
my
legs. I
legs.
saw that.
How did I break my leg? You're not supposed to break your leg.
I don't know, but I'm recording that just for you.
That's funny.